Hello, traders. This is General Romulus coming to you live from the Forum of Ancient Rome. By now, perhaps, you're a little concerned for the near-term future of your stock portfolio, your investments, perhaps military friends and family serving in faraway places that are now at graver risk than they have been for a bit. Before we go any further, remember, this is General Romulus, and I'm not your investment advisor or stockbroker. I'm not dispensing any advice of any kind. This is strictly for informational and perhaps entertainment purposes only, although today, not so entertaining. Oil prices are trading at a 14-month high. Last time they were trading this high was January 2025, and that was a brief little trip up there before a significant pullback kicked in. We all know why. The Iranian-American-Israeli conflict war is closing down significant supplies. 20% of the world's oil comes from a very small little area traveling by sea through the Straits of Hormuz, and that is temporarily shut down. However, you got to say this. I mean, this is a massive conflict. This was not just getting Maduro out of Venezuela in a couple of hour raid. There are lots of Iranians that are dead and a few Americans, I'm sure a few Israelis as well, maybe some other innocent people in countries surrounding the region. And the S&P 500 is just a couple of percentage points away from the all-time high that it set back on January 28th. Now, one of the things that has been frustrating people for a while is that the broad stock market, represented by the S&P, but you can see the Dow Jones down over 700 points today. And if it closes here on the day, this is, as you can see, middle of the trading day. If it closes here, that will be the lowest close of 2026. But looking at the broad market using the S&P 500 as the representative, we can see that it has been trading really the same place for several months. Looking at the lows of just a few days ago on Tuesday, that brings it all the way back to late September. So you've got 5.5 months of the broad market going nowhere. And as I mentioned, the Dow Jones is on the verge, if it continues at this pace here, closes here in a few hours, at its lowest close in the entire calendar year. See, this is exactly why we draw these yellow lines that we've been showing you for several months. That's why you got to keep watching these videos whenever they pop into your inbox. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Share it around. You know, this is the best stuff you can get on the internet when it comes to anything relating to the markets, for sure. And this yellow line was breached briefly on Tuesday morning. Price did rebound. That was the second day in a row where prices opened lower in the morning to show a bit of a rebound, and that encouraged traders to get more heavily involved yesterday. However, they're returning to their ways here, bringing it down. There is a growing possibility, even probability, that because of trading action that took place below this yellow line right here, that will have to be answered. And we have a rising 200-day moving average that really isn't that far away. And so over the next few weeks, few months, odds have now increased, that price action and the 200-day moving average will have some kind of a meeting, let's call it the near to possibly intermediate term. Now, if there's a resolution of this war coming in hours, days, and traders like that, they may not. I mean, oil prices will certainly come down and stock prices could easily react a little bit. But this market has been in a trading range for a couple of months prior to the United States starting to send heavy military equipment over the Iranian way. So it might not be only that. There could be other reasons that the big money investing crowd is slowing down their uptake of stocks and not in a huge, excitable hurry to get things going on a sustainably nice uptrend. But we have an upper yellow line right here. If it breaks there, volume confirms, and a couple of other pieces fall into place. Hey, you got it. But right now, with what we've seen the last couple of days, and this is why I came on briefly, was to show you odds have increased, probabilities have increased, that price and 200-day moving average will be meeting maybe in the middle, perhaps closer down here. We shall see. All right. Praying for all the families that are negatively affected by what we are currently involved in. Please tread carefully. I'm heading back to ancient Rome. Have as great of a weekend as you can. Old General Romulus, we'll see you soon.